high school cross country as the Meet of Champions is going on this morning up at Homedale Park. And bringing a special guest here, Brittany Emerson, formerly known as Brittany Sedberry of Ocean City, former champion herself. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for joining us. I know you're kind of on the way up there, driving up the Parkway.
Yep.
So thanks for taking a few minutes.
No problem.
Real quick, give me some of your memories about this event. You know, you obviously won a state championship a couple of years ago. We won't say which year, but tell me what your thoughts were going into this race. You're kind of helping train Alyssa Aldridge of Mainland, an outstanding young sophomore who's looking to contend for the title. What are your memories from this day a couple of years ago?
Just being extremely nervous, kind of, a lot of pressures on you because people are talking about the race. Well, people in the running world at least are talking about the race and predicting you to win or your competitor to win. And just remember being very nervous. I guess I'd be on the bus ride up right about now. And just trying to keep, stay focused, keep telling yourself that your day, your race, you're going to win and that type of thing.
What's more nerve-wracking, the Meet of Champions or being on the radio with thousands of people listening?
I think the radio.
Yeah, I know we were texting a little bit last night, and you're like, "Oh my God, I'm so nervous to be on the radio." I said, "Don't worry about it. You're just talking about cross country, so it's right up your alley."
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when you were running this race, obviously, so many people talk about Homedale Park and the infamous bowl and that second mile. Coming up out of that hill. How tough of a race is it up there, and what does it take to win a race like this?
The course itself is, people always say it's extremely challenging, it's really hilly, but I never found it to be like the most challenging course that I ran. The bowl is like, it's not too bad until your last few footsteps, or it gets real steep, and then after that it's pretty much downhill for the last 3/4 of a mile, so it's not too bad of a course, I didn't think, and Alyssa feels the same way, so.
How close was it when you won, coming down that last 3/4 of a mile? Were you aware of the people behind you and how close they were?
It wasn't like that close in that part of the race when I won.
So you were a stud? You just blew everybody away?
No, I just, I don't know. I would always kind of go earlier in the race. I never really had much of a race strategy. I would just kind of go out hard and see what happened. And so if I was going to win a race, I was going to open up a gap early on, I guess.
How tough is it, when you first start off the race? You're talking about a lot of runners there kind of jockeying for position. How quickly can you get into your groove that you want to be in?
Yeah, the beginning of the race I always found was the most nerve-wracking, especially in cross-country. Your spot on the line is extremely important because you're all lined up and you're funneling into one little area, and one bad start could literally cost you the race. So getting a spot and getting up in the front, but also conserving your energy and not going out too hard is really important. So that is something that I always be very nervous about.
We're talking with
especially at Homedale.
We're talking with Brittany Emerson, formerly Brittany Sedberry, former state champion cross country from Ocean City High School. Brittany, tell us a little bit about cross country and how rough is this sport when you're talking about that first mile and everybody's jockeying for position. Any elbows being thrown or stuff like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, lots of elbows. People spiking you.
Even on the girls' side, I thought the girls were nice and polite.
No way. I think the girls are probably a little bit nicer than the guys. I've heard some crazy stories about, guys getting real rough in the woods and stuff. But, you're still being real competitive. If someone was to elbow me, I would definitely elbow them back.
There you go. Hey, you got to fight for your position there.
Exactly, yep.
Tell us a little bit about Alyssa Aldridge for people who don't know her. I don't know why you wouldn't if you follow high school sports at all. She's a dynamic sophomore, was recently featured in Sports Illustrated in Faces in the Crowd, and is really kind of becoming the darling of South Jersey cross country here. Such a nice girl, too, so polite and so humble. Talk about her a little bit, and how long have you been working with her?
I've been working with her since she was in middle school, 6th grade. She basically, didn't start running until she was in high school. So basically what I would do with her is like work on her form and her strength, and especially when she was real young, teach her little things like how to warm up properly and stuff like that. But she's a great girl. Like you said, she's super modest, one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. So it's one of those people that you want to see them succeed. You want to see them do so well because they're such a great person. She's kind of transformed as a runner over the last year. Like last year, she was a surprise at the Meet of Champions, getting second. She was just like a timid little freshman, and now I think she's getting mean and ready to win. And that's the competitive spirit you need to have to win these big races.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. We did a story for Glory Days magazine about her being selected to appear in Sports Illustrated as one of the faces in the crowd. And when her mom initially told her she was going to be in Sports Illustrated, she thought her mom was kind of playing a practical joke on her.
I know. Yep, she's that modest. I'm like, no, you're that good. Sports Illustrated wants to write about you.
Right. And she didn't believe her mom, and her mom said, no, I'm really serious. And she had to actually show her the email from Sports Illustrated, before Alyssa would believe her.
Yep.
What makes her so special as a runner? I mean, when you look at her, not your typical cross-country star. A lot of these real good cross-country runners are, a little taller, 5'7" to 5'9" range, long strides. She's only about 5'1", maybe 100 pounds. Not your typical cross-country stud, but, she's like a little jackrabbit, gets out there in front of everybody, and next thing you know, she's a quarter mile ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's very strong. Like, when I train her, she can do, 100 push-ups, almost 20 pull-ups. She's extremely strong.
Wow.
And I think that really, really helps her. She basically never gets tired.
Now, you've also been working with some of the Ocean City runners. Talk about them and what you're expecting out of them today.
Yeah, Alexa Weber, I also train her, and she'll be running today. She was 7th at States, which is outstanding. She's had such a great season, and has really progressed since her freshman year also last year. They're both sophomores, and she's a great runner as well.
Yeah, she finished actually second to Alyssa at the Cape Atlantic League Championships, ran a real nice race herself. Yeah. Have you seen, we're talking with Brittany Emerson, who was formerly known as Brittany Sedberry back in high school, former Meet of Champions title winner. Brittany, have you seen this girl, Brianna Guess from Haddonfield? Have you seen her run? I know she's one of the top contenders for the title today.
Yeah, I've seen her run a few times because they're always, at the same races at South Jersey, and I didn't get to see her at States because her race was only 30 minutes before Ocean City and Mainland ran, so I didn't get to see that. But she's an outstanding runner also, and she's also seems to be a very nice girl, very modest, and always congratulating her competitors as well. So that's nice to see. And that's what they're predicting, that it'll be a race between her and Alyssa, and there's definitely potential for that. But we know it could go anyway. And just like last year, Alyssa was a surprise, getting second by not even 2 seconds. So anyone can come out today and, get real excited to meet the champions and come out and race really well. So we'll see what happens.
What do you remember about that moment crossing the finish line? I mean, that's really the highest point any high school runner can get in New Jersey as far as cross country. What do you remember about that moment, just crossing the finish line and really realizing you were the champion?
I remember the last mile. I'm just all right, gotta get to the finish line, just gotta get there, and just pushing yourself, just trying to push it. And the best feelings to cross the finish line and know right now, today, I'm the best runner in the whole state or whatever. And if Alyssa could experience that today, that'll be awesome.
Good stuff. Thanks, Brittany, for taking a few minutes, and good luck to our local runners up there at Homedale Park.
Thank you so much.
All right. That was Brittany Sedberry, former champion of the Meet of Champions cross country, former Ocean City star